Hello, this is 333 News, and today we're going to be talking about the 1926 Miami hurricane. I am Tata, this is
Darrington.
and this is and we are going to be talking about it today. The 1926 Miami hurricane, commonly called the Great Miami Hurricane, was a large and intense tropical cyclone that devastated the greater Miami area and caused extensive damage in the Bahamas and U.S. Gulf Coast in September 1926, occurring a U.S. $78.58 million damage toll that remains the costliest in U.S. history when adjusted using inflation, population, and wealth normalization, yielding a cost of nearly U.S. $165 billion. As a result of the destruction in Florida, the hurricane represented an early start to the Great Depression and the aftermath of the state's 1920s land boom.
Hello, my name is Jonathan, and I'm going to tell you about the deaths in the Texas. In 1920s, there was a devastating Great Miami hurricane. Even though it caused 372 fatalities, there were only 114 in the city of Miami alone. And there were also $43,000 in tax. There were $43,000 people. 43,000 people went homeless, and that was in 1923. 1920, and there were 300 deaths. Even though in 2003 the NWS figured out that was too low of a number, so they're still trying to find out the number that was reported.
Although no fatalities were reported, the hurricane wrought extensive property damage to Grand Turk Island. Rain gouges occurred at 10 inches of rain during the storm, and surf left knee-deep sand drifts on the island. The ocean covered the land up to 75 miles inland, and winds unroofed buildings at the winter station. Reportedly, the winds even ripped spines from prickly pear cacti. Nearly all lighters at port were lost. The storm left 4,000 people homeless on three islands in the Turks and Caicos. Due to hampered communication, the extent damage in the Bahamas was initially unclear. In the Bahamas, the storm threatened hundreds of structures and killed at least 17 people, mostly on Bimini, where 7 people died and the greatest property damage occurred. The hurricane also leveled many structures on Andros, including churches and large buildings, and downed trees and other homes in New Providence. On parts of Andros, the storm snapped and felled almost all the coconut palms. And in the Exwa district, the large storm surge ruined many crops. The storm also destroyed 60% of the homes on the North Island of Bimini, left up to 7 feet deep in some areas, and was widely considered the worst storm in record to Bimini to date. Some sources say 25 people died on Bimini, but these may have been indirect deaths, as many people reportedly perished after drinking contaminated well water.
333 News, out.